Love you 3,000.
Ano habak 3,000 from UAE.
Love you 3,000.
Ti amo 3,000.
Para kami dahil 3,000.
Welcome to another edition of Coach Miranda Minor's Daily Technical Charting, Fundamentals, Improvement of Trading Quotient, and everything about crypto all in one channel. You need to take time to find your bread and butter trade. Ang focus is very important. Dahan-dahanin mo, wag ka mafo-FOMO. Diba? I always tell you to trust the system. No, I want you to wait for a confirmation candle. Wait for this line to be broken. Do never, ever do shortcuts in trading.
Kaya ang galing-galing talaga pag natutunan mo yung tinuturo ni Coach bago na i-apply mo. Bago yung patient lang, yung patient tsaka yung discipline.
Si Coach kasi, he's not just a content creator. Talagang mentor siya. Pinaglalaanan niya ng oras lahat ng videos niya. Not for him, not to get subscribers. Pero para matuto tayo, para maging profitable tayo kagaya niya. Sobrang amazing lang kasi konti lang yung taong gano'n na hindi madamot, na hindi niya sasalilinin kung paano siya mag-earn ng pera. Si Coach kasi mas gusto niya pang i-share yung blessings niya.
Nag-decide ako i-PM po kayo, nag-enroll po ako sa inyo sa beginner class. Ginawa ko po talaga everyday 3 to 4 videos na sa YouTube ang pinapanood ko, tapos ninonote ko pa talaga lahat.
Magpahinga ka. Hindi tatakbo yung market, hindi mauubos yung trade setup na yan. Find that bread and butter setup. Vulnerability in trading is our most accurate measurement of trading quotient. You have yet to see your success. You have yet to see your millions. Andiyan dyan na. Are you going to give up today? Or are you going to use the word not yet? Kahit ano mangyari ka, Miranda, ipangako mo sa sarili mo, you will never give up on trading. You will continue learning. You will put your eyes on the road, eyes on the price, eyes on the target. Andito lang kami. I will help you. You will be successful. You are successful. Claim it. We are here to support you. And commitment. Ako ay isang disiplinadong crypto trader. I will always plan my trades. I will not enter if it's not my bread and butter trade. I will say no to FOMO dahil I can always earn profits naman in my alpha trades. May tamang signals for buying and selling. Bakit ako? Manghuhula analysis. I will journal my trades because I want to know myself more. I know that my emotions will be known if I write them down. I will treat trading as a business and that since I don't have a boss, I will make myself accountable to my losses. Now, I will do all of this, I promise. Because alam ko, yayaman ako, uunlad ako, I can reach my dreams very soon. Trading is not a sprint, it is a marathon, and I am a millionaire. Millionaire trader, and I have a millionaire mindset. Hey everyone, my name is Coach Miranda Minor and welcome to our Saturday, May 14 edition of our cryptocurrency, technical charting, NFT play to earn, NFT move to earn, fundamentals, and dear Coach, kasama sa mga mentors, napakarami nating show, everything in one channel. Miranda, put your trading charts first on the side, and today we're gonna be interviewing a very special guest, no, from Metadhana. No, he is the Chief Marketing Officer of Metadhana, and I'm sure ang iba sa inyo kilala nyo na siya. He's also a YouTuber. He's also a cryptocurrency influencer, and he has been in the role for quite some time, no. So I'm very excited to interview our guest for today. Ilagay nyo muna ang inyong mga charting. Maya-maya na yan. We're gonna be doing a little bit of an interview today. And I'm very excited ka, Miranda, because, sabi nga nila is, give it a little bit of, find your second wind, no? So I know we have been doing trading, we have been doing fundamentals. Since naka-off naman po ang stock market, FYI, the market will not move at 9:30 because the US stock market today, it's closed. It's Saturday and Sunday operations, no, walang mag-aanong volume. Yung iba sa inyo that is actually interested to get to know more about Luna, wait for that, put that on the side. And I would like to encourage all of you to listen and out with our interview today, with our guest speaker today. All right, Miranda, type number 1 if you are ready. And again, thank you for those who watched our premiere with Nate Punzalan, the interview that he did yesterday, no, about ang perspektibo natin about the market and the GMMG community. Type number 1 if you're ready. Welcome to all of the members and the viewers and to the moderators who are in the live right now. Stephanie, this is Sais, okay, and si Clarice, no, si Bri, thank you. Milka, maraming salamat. Okay talaga, dapat Rochelle, di ba? Okay, Rochelle ang pangalan niyan. Alright, and of course, hi, marhay na banggi sa imo as well, no? Sa gabos ng mga Bicolano niyan, marahil na aldaw sa Indogabos. Marhay na banggi sa Indogabos. Diyos mabalo sa pagdalan mo niyan sa ating show at maraming salamat. Sa mga nakikinig, Zach, Nana, Mickey, Gabriel, Anthony, Jillian, Charlene. Dami. Fam Troops, thank you. Zachmy, Elian, Floyd, everyone else, maraming salamat to all of you, and I'm very happy that you are all here. And of course, before I put on my guest for today, I would like to thank our sponsor for all of our live. Maraming salamat sa mga community members natin, and of course, thank you to always thank you sa mga sumusuporta sa ating community, no. All right. So without further ado, pagyan natin ng magandang Miranda welcome itong guest natin today. Medyo lamang lang sa akin ng konting paligo ito, mga Miranda, alam nyo na. So kayong relax lang. Mukha lang naman ako naka-formal ngayon, pero syempre naghahanda tayo para sa ating medyo relax Saturday, no. All right, so bigyan natin ng masibag si Gabong. Type number 1 ang ating guest for today, none other than, no, si Kuya Dexter Place, also known as Dexter, the Chief Marketing Officer of Metadhana. Alright, palakpakan natin. Okay, you are live already.
Ayun, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at salamat sa inyong pagsali sa atin ngayong Sabado. Thank you rin, Coach, for having us.
Thank you. Nako, mukhang nailagay kong pangalan is Mikhail sa'yo, pero Dexter ang pangalan ni Kuya Dexter, no? Nalagay ko Mikhail, pero kunwari Mikhail. No, but I know we will introduce later on who is the real Mikhail, no? But Dexter, hindi mo ako nakikita pero the team can see me on the screen as usual, ha. Pakilala ka naman, no? Pakilala ka, and alam ko hindi ka na bago sa ating channel. I was able to guest you before. Naalala mo 'yon? And mahaba pa buhok mo nun eh. Pagupit ka, no? Pagupit ka.
Yes.
Medyo
Ayun.
init. Init ba?
Sobrang init po dito. Actually, yes, my name is Dexter. Dito po sa Pilipinas, taga Baguio ako. But right now, napunta ako dito sa La Union. May event lang kami. At sobrang init. No? Anyway, I've been into crypto actually full-time since last year. But as far as my experience with crypto, I've encountered it probably around 2014, 2015, ganon. But then I was too young and too broke at that time to buy any coins. But then 2017 came, nakapag-ipon ako ng konti. I bought my first Bitcoin purchase po at that time, no?
Wow.
And hindi ko siya ginalaw. Dahil nung 2017 na yon, nung pagkabili ko sa kanya, biglang baba, no? Talagang lusaw ang value nung binili ko. But I had to hold for 5 years bago ko siya ginalaw. And yung 5 years na yon, yun po yung last year, no? So yun po yung naging puhunan ko to start.
I see.
And to cut the long story short po, no? Although ito, nagki-crypto ako, graduate po ako ng nursing, board passer din po ako.
Ay, wow.
Pero bago mag-crypto, nagpapanadero po ako, no? Nag-start po ako bakery noon. So I've been in different different fields, but right now I find na na-enjoy ko po ang crypto and na-enjoy ko mag-share ng ideas tungkol sa field na ito.
That's good. That's good. So, di ko alam, nurse ka pala, ah. You were a nurse,
Opo,
ah. Nice.
Yes.
Galing, ha? So from being a nurse to from a YouTuber, and then right now YouTuber and a chief marketing officer. Ang bigat ng pangalan, chief marketing officer. All right. So I know, no, I'm actually presenting in my screen right now. Pinapakita ko na ang ating Metadhana, no. But siguro before tayo pumunta on the product, no. Of course, you're an expert in the NFT field, no, Dexter, and of course also in cryptocurrency. Tanong lang kita. What is your perspective right now about the NFT market? Anong tingin mo ngayon from your personal observation? And later on, idudugtong ko dyan yung metadana discussion natin, if you don't mind.
Yes po, sure. As of now, ako po, hindi naman ako magkukunwari sa sagot ko. I'll just tell you how I see things po, no? But disclaimer lang, we might have different opinions, we might have different observations. So, on my part po, pagdating naman sa NFT, especially NFT gaming, ganun, I think nung naging paldok na do or putok na putok ang play to earn, last year, because of Axie, talagang maraming taong na-curious at sumali at marami ring napaso. And because of that pagsikat nga ng NFT and ng play to earn because of Axie, maraming projects po ang lumabas, no? And hindi naman lingid sa kaalaman natin sa mga projects na lumabas, although may mga quality projects, dahil quality nga sila, it takes time to build. Marami rin naman pong nanamantala nung hype ng play to earn and put out ng mga low quality projects. Yung parang ang tawag nga po namin pag nagmi-meeting kami ng core team ng Metadhana, no? Ano ba yan? Parang high school project na naman itong mga ibang lumalabas.
Totoo
parang
yan.
ganun.
Right.
Yeah.
Totoo.
They're only out there to get money, get funds, and capitalize on the fact na people are trying to, mauna ako dito. And yun po. So, ang nangyari ngayon, I think people are getting smarter Yung hype ng play to earn and NFT has died down a little bit compared nung talagang putok na putok yung aksi at positive ang mga tingin ng tao. But I think there will be a second wind o tinatawag nating kumbaga sa sa tunay na buhay may ikalawang yugto kumbaga.
Second chapter, second book.
Yes po.
Okay, understood. So, alam mo, totoo yun, na-observe ko yan, no? Na-observe ko yan kasi may mga nire-review din ako mga lumalapit sa akin. Uy, pa-review naman. Nakita ko mukhang parang fourth year high school white paper yung ginawa. Sabi ko, di ba? Hindi ko naman pwedeng sabihin sa kanya yun. Di ba? Anyways, so Dexter, in your, I'm sure, that in your role before you're doing interviews as well sa mga developers, sa mga NFT developers, and I'm sure alam mo na yung kung ano man yung pwedeng kalakaran ng mga sinabi nating mga high schoolers ng NFT creators, no? And I remember sinabi mo sa akin before, pwedeng nag-i-evolve din sila nagkaroon ng honeypot aside from rug pull, etc. no. So ngayon, bakit mo pinasok si Metadhana? What's in Metadhana? Let's talk about Metadhana as a company. Why did you enter Metadhana?
Sige. At least let me answer this by telling the story na lang how things started po, no. Way back last year kasi, habang ako ay nag-YouTube, nag-AAMA, nagre-review ng mga projects, both good and bad projects, nire-review ko. Ang pagkakaiba nga lang, may mga taong makita lang yung thumbnail, feeling nila positive kagad at sinasabi kong bumili. Yun pala, sa mga nanonood po, hindi po dahil influencer or YouTuber at nakita nyo yung thumbnail ng isang project, ibig sabihin, pasok kagad. May mga nire-review kami na sinasabi namin na, ito, feeling ko parang jackass na kind of project lang to. Ibig sabihin ng jackass, di ba? Kung naaalala nyo yung show nila Steve O dati, yung sinasaktan nila yung mga sarili nila sa MTV, yung kung ano-anong stunts ang ginagawa nila, di ba? The Jackass show. They do it for entertainment. So gumawa ako ng segment sa channel ko dati na ganon, mga jackass projects na tinatalpakan ko, pero with the caution na, guys, exhibition talpak to, ganon. So habang ginagawa ko yung mga kung ano-anong pakulo sa channel na to last year, tapos malakas na malakas yung channel dati, maraming interested sa NFT. Lumapit sa akin yung isang kakilala ko na from traditional marketing field naman. Hindi ko kasi na-mention kanina nung nagpakilala ako, no? I used to work as a marketer din, online marketer. And actually, I authored a book about marketing.
Oh, nice.
So medyo malayo talaga sa nursing, di ba? Dahil po dito sa background ko sa marketing, may isang taong kakilala ko, lumapit sa akin, Dex, interested ka ba? May ipapamit ako sa'yo. May, tawag dito, Filipino crypto project. But during that time, hindi pa sobrang laganap na may crypto project yung mga Filipinos. No?
Bihira.
Yes, bihira po. So actually, bago sila lumapit na ganyan, nag-post na ako sa Facebook wall ko na sana magkaroon ng Filipino project ganyan and I wanna be a part of it. So parang na-attract ko siguro. Who knows, diba? So to cut the long story short, pinakilala ako nitong kaibigan ko kay Nick Hale. So nag-meeting kami ni Hale.
Okay.
At pinakilala sa akin ni Mick. So sabi niya, itong project na to, Filipino project, but we are not yung kagaya ng mga ibang projects dyan na yun nga, high school projects. Yung mga makakasama natin dito are hindi basta-basta sa kani-kanilang field. So sabi ko parang, okay, sige nga, makinig pa ako. So una niyang binanggit, sabi niya si Kuya MJ, si Michael Jampenya. Sabi niya ganyan, ito si Kuya MJ, MVP ng Microsoft. Sabi niya ganyan, hindi ito pwedeng mag-rug pull kasi he has more to lose than gain kapag nag-rug pull. Kasi built na yung pangalan niya. Pag magse-seminar, kunwari, ganyan, pwede niyang dalhin yung pangalan ng Microsoft. So, actually, we have a very common tool or DApp na ginagamit sa crypto ngayon. na we cannot divulge but he's been a part of it. So, uy, bigatin tong tao to ah. Sige nga, okay, good first teammate. Tapos pinakilala niya naman si Kuya Jimmy Busa.
Okay,
Si Kuya Jimmy,
Busa.
sabi niya, si Jaime Busa. Diba? Sabi niya ganyan. Ito namang si Kuya Jimmy, sabi niya, may credit ito sa Netflix. Sabi niya, tawag dito, ang background nito is sa mga anime ganon. Marami siyang mga project na tawag dito in the traditional anime world. So mga contacts niyan mga Japanese ganon. So sa Netflix meron siyang ano nga ba yung He-Man, Master of the Universe at saka Castlevania, nandun pangalan niya. Tapos sabi niya naman ganyan, ito yung game developer naman natin, hindi natin siya parang in-outsource lang na kung saan. Ang game developer natin, yung Ranida Games, under Kuya Ben and Sir Wate, sabi niya ganyan. Etong Ranida Games, yan ang gumawa ng game ni Pacquiao, yung Itanong Mo Paikong.
Ito si Ben Banta, no? Ito si Ben Banta.
Yes po, yan po, si Kuya Ben at saka si Kuya Wate. So, sila po ay talagang mga batikang game developers na. So, pag si Numa, summarize natin yung team kumbaga, ayun, no? Hindi sila kumbaga nagising na lang isang umaga at sinabing tara mag-NFT tayo or mag-crypto tayo. So, may mga sariling background dito. Anyway, si Kuya MJ pala answered. He's probably coming in around 5 minutes. So you guys can meet him as well. Pasensya na po baka nagkalituan kasi sa oras kasi nasa Australia pa ang Kuya MJ eh. Si Mick naman was supposedly na dapat nandito na ma-meet nyo rin, but he's in Dubai. Biglaan silang nagpunta ng Dubai to talk to other crypto people and naman po mag-secure ng funds. So, ganun po nabuo ang Metadhana. And from there, sabi ko, yun nga, it's about time na meron tayong project from the Philippines naman na ang goal natin maging world-class po na crypto project. So, I said yes. And yun, wala kaming sweldo po doon to start with. Kami po ay bumuo ng project. Yung Rooster Was, nakikita nyo, talagang mga ambagan ng skills, ambagan ng expertise from our old professions po.
Okay, understood. So let's talk about the product right now. Metadhana. What does Metadhana mean? I'm curious, no? Metadhana. Of course, I know Meta, but meron bang special word sa Dana? What does that mean?
Actually, it's like destiny, gano'n, yung Dana. It has multiple meanings in multiple countries, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Meta and Dana talks about something like destiny, gano'n. So Meta, yun nga, nagka-timing pa na Metadhana, parang may tadhana.
Parang tadhana ba to?
Parang gumanon pa. Opo.
May tadhana, may destiny. Well, you're right.
May prosperity, ganon po. So, nandun, iba-ibang meaning po siya.
So, what I see here is artificial intelligence, blockchain games, creative development for creators. So, is the company on creating multiple games or... By the way, dyan na si MJ, no? Okay, just give me a second.
Ayan na si Kuya MJ.
Hey!
Hello, Kuya MJ.
Hello! Ayun.
Okay, may audio. Okay lang?
Yes po.
Yes.
Actually, mas magandang sagutin ni Kuya MJ yung question mo, Coach. Saktong-sakto yung dating niya.
Sige. Okay, I will be right back for my community. I will just need to fix our cameras today. I'll be right back. Give me a second. It is just getting very, very excited, everyone. And I'll see you in a few. Talk to you guys. We are back, Miranda. Thank you for bearing with us. I need to make some technical adjustments so we all look good here, no? We all look good here, and ganun talaga mga kamiranda pag naka-live tayo, no? Talagang magkakaroon ka talaga ng mga ganitong tinatawag na mga technical changes, and thank you for understanding me. Okay, as we were saying earlier, no, I should call you MJ, no? MJ ba? I call you MJ. Okay, MJ, before we move on, pakilala po muna kayo, no? What do you do? Although, sinabi ni Dexter sa akin kanina, talagang ano daw kayo daw talaga ay professional at bukod pa dyan, bukod pa dyan, sinabi niya sa akin na mas pogi daw siya sa inyo. Sinabi
Ay, ganun
niya
ba?
yun. Oo. Sinabi niya
Siguro,
sa akin na sabi niya, labang ako ng paligo doon eh. Totoo ba 'yon?
pero at least isa dun sa mga sinabi niya, totoo. No? Pag-isipin na lang natin kung ano doon.
Pag-isipin natin. Oo. Alright, so
sige,
yeah, go ahead please. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi everyone, sa mga nanonood. By the way, pwede mag-Tagalog?
Yes, you can do Tagalog, MJ.
Okay, sige. Sa mga nanonood, hi, MJ, Pinoy, ngayon nasa Sydney. So, to give you a big, background, when I met Mick, and it just so happened, medyo tadhana din na yung name namin, literally, parang clone lang na isa't isa. So, MJP siya, MJP din ako. Like, siya, Michael, ako, Michael. Peñalosa, then Peña. John and Jonathan. So, anyway, and part of it is si Mick more on galing siya sa sales and marketing background. Ako naman galing sa deep technical background. So
Nice.
ako talagang coder since on a very young age. So siya yung more on the sa mga business side and selling side. So parang pinagtadhana yung naging meeting namin through a common friend. No? So where I've been is that in terms of crypto and blockchain. So I've been involved in a very early phase kasi nung around 2014, isa sa mga projects ko is about distributed computing na, about database, sharding, mga ganun. And it just so happened na blockchain is isa sa mga possible approach doon.
That's correct.
But it doesn't really mean na, blockchain equals crypto at that point in time. So, naging active lang talaga ako sa, I would say, the crypto side is around 2018, which is 2017, 2018 during, the big ICO days. And the big, landslide days as well na big bear market. I think it's a repeat of what's happening right now. So yeah, I mean, over and over, I've seen the technology change. I've seen, new derivations. Pero at the end of the day, yung fundamentals niya is still very the same, right? Like at the end of the day, blockchain and crypto is really just about, trusted data, provenance, and it's about the, yung blocks na minamine natin that becomes really valuable to, the people. So that's why when you encounter something like what's happening right now with, the bear market, you have to look back at what really crypto and blockchain is, right? And that's all about blocks and what's being stored in there. So
okay. Yeah, that leads me to my question actually, no, MJ. Kasi I'm looking at your website right now. It says here, the Metadhana group democratizes artificial intelligence, blockchain, creative development for creators. So, does this mean that aside for, Rooster Wars, etc., are you guys going to develop more games? I mean, what's at least the definition of the company mission ba at this point?
Okay, sige. So the short answer, by the way, Miranda, yung
that's fine. Yeah.
The short answer, Miranda, is yes. So what we're building is more than just Rooster Wars. So Mick and I keep on saying almost on a daily basis na we're building a company na yung mga anak namin, hopefully sila din yung and anak din ni Dexter, diba? Eventually, it will, last through the test of time. No? Hindi yung tipong, all right, let's make money for Rooster Wars, let's pull out 10 million, something, then tapos na, di ba? So, it's not like that. So, hindi yun yung intention namin. I mean, our intention is, one, to become, so think of it like during the, yung outsourcing days ng Philippines. So, there was that big, kick during that time. So, we're hoping to be that big now to be that big in few years time now, probably in 5-10 years time. So that's the kind of goal that we're looking at, and it's not gonna work with just one game. So we need a proper suite of services and product offerings with probably a mix of consulting na din.
No, on my opinion, I really like what you're doing, no? Because sabi ko nga sa community ko, we're not a one-trick pony. We're not monotonous. Ang dami, and I-excite ako sa inyo, no? Kasi I'm looking at the web. Let me actually show the website right now in the screen. Give me a second.
Siguro then a little bit of history before we actually formed, the Metadhana people
Yeah.
in that website is that we were actually approached individually by other companies. Diba? Parang ang nangyari kasi is we're kind of like successful individually as service providers. So,
Sure.
we got Anita to create games, then we got Mick to do some growth hacking, then I got my consulting company to do tech, right? Like, and obviously Dex with his marketing side as well. So, parang to think of, instead of just getting paid by the hour and by the services, why not do something that's really gonna scale, diba? And that's really gonna become, big. And we are basically coming driver this time around, right? Instead of just fulfilling someone's requirements.
Right. And I've noticed that a lot of, well, in fact, I'm not sure if all of your leadership are Filipinos. Filipinos, right? Interesting. When are you going to add a female leader? Just kidding. all are men.
Speaking of diversity, so I mean the whole leadership team embraces diversity. So I mean nothing's public, but we're a diverse set of background coming from different ideology. So it's not just about the gender.
Right. That's true.
Just a month ago, we were talking about politics. The politics is also diverse in terms of our thinking and our opinions. So
And
it's never
background. Right.
Exactly.
Right. Sabi ni Dexter kanina, merong galing sa Netflix, meron pang credits on Netflix. Galing, no? Very, very diverse. Does that add up to the development of a company? Of course, diversity, no? Coming from different lenses, does that add up to your...
Yes. So basically, to think of it this way, na parang individually, right? Like parang we can run our own vehicles.
Right.
Because we already know how to run it, right?
Right.
Now, what we just need is how do we package this all together in single execution. So that's where basically dun nga papasok kami muna ni Mick. We come up with ideas, we try to create the pathway, then the rest of the execution is through how we do it traditionally. So parang ganun yung naging nangyari this time.
Okay. And I've noticed here that you are also partnered, no? Ang galing Microsoft for Startups, Azure, OpenAI, Ranida Games, Prodigy. I'm assuming some of this is because some of your connections or background as well, no? As professional, no? Interesting.
Yes, and so siguro yun nga, and just to share a personal story as well. So when we first came up with the company or the group, early on we were thinking, do we raise money from thin air? When I say raise money from thin air, maghatak na ba tayo na investors? Raise tayo ng 2 million. Wala pa tayong product, wala pang kahit na Which, by the way, happened a lot last year. But good thing we did it. So we took our time to really think, what do we do? Like, what do we want to do? Diba? Who do we want to partner with? Diba? Now, what we don't want is end up just being yet another service provider to the investor. So parang, so that's also why it took us some time to really kind of ginagamay namin yung ano nangyari sa labas, ano yung gusto namin, then yun nga, ina-align din namin, what would really make sense and what would, be yung tatagal, diba? Again, it's not something that would be few millions away. We're looking at the really long I would say 100 mil to 2 billion kind of cap that we're looking at in few years time.
So I heard Metadhana is currently looking for seed funds or funding right now, if I'm not mistaken. And where are you guys in that process? Go ahead.
Yes, officially, yes.
Okay.
So basically, between today and the past year, we've had the privilege of actually talking to a lot of VCs, angel investors. And again, I think it's just this time around where we became kind of like formal to invite, people to, hey, let's really have a chat. We figured it out what we want to do. This time around, let's talk numbers, right? Like,
Okay.
let's talk about possible, synergy.
Correct.
Diba? Again, because last year, we could again start, pre-seed or seed round and just come up with the idea later or try to execute something later. But we didn't do that. Ang gusto namin is we still meron at least hindi lang yung idea phase, dapat meron ng solid concrete plan on what to execute at least for the next 2 years.
That's right. And normally VCs will ask for that, no? What is the proof of concept? Tell me about the traffic, the numbers, because everyone's trying to become an Axie at this point. I think just on my observation, I'm looking at your website. You have Metadhana as an upcoming project. Rooster Wars is actually one. Just a little bit, no? Maybe this is something that the community can also learn from you guys, no? Ano yung highlight ng mga presentations normally? Saan ano yung parang napakagandang proof of concept ngayon that VCs are loving when they hear, and I'm sure if the community can also hear them, maybe they can appreciate. For example, acceptance ng market o kaya long-term goal. Saan ba sila medyo kinikilig pag nagpe-present kayo?
Okay, so good question, Miranda. I think it boils down also to, well, first off, it's a two-way stream, no? It's not always about Metadhana to VC. Sometimes it's also VC to Metadhana. So what that means is that meron din kasing iba't ibang tier ng mga VCs. Some, merong certain criteria about how they become tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. Diba? Like, for example, it's probably a mix of magkano ba yung pera nila, ilan na ba yung naging successful nilang finance, and yung mga ganun-ganun, diba? So, and again, probably just also caution for if you approach those na mga nasa tier 3, tier 4, or angel, medyo baguhan pa lang na investors, most likely they're looking for something like a quick exit. Like 6 months time, my 100K must be 10 million or mga ganun. So, if that's the conversation early on, I would suggest not to go with that.
So ngayon parang kayo na yung pumipili ng VCs na lalapitan nyo. Kana you have like a template already.
Medyo. So parang at least yun nga, di ba, na hindi kami desperate to look for funding, di ba? Kasi like Rooster Wars itself, like we were able to kind of like organically fund it through the community, through our own respective companies, di ba? So what we're looking for is just the funding to actually fly it off, di ba? Na parang execute natin ang matindi.
And even for other is that something that you can disclose right now? What are exciting projects that you're looking for funding at this point, or naka-NDA pa yan?
I could give some hints.
Sige. I'm sure may mga NDA, so hints is okay.
It could be okay. Okay. So I think think of it again, right? If we're looking to become, the big company that's more than gaming, so we have to look at something that's not gaming. So think of around one is, with the recent trend of Terra, Olympus, and yung Luna, and yung stable coins, and those kind of synthetic assets and stuff. Somehow we've actually conceptualized this concept for the past 2 years now, of what could actually be a good token. That's kind of like a token that will never go to zero.
That's promising. That's promising. Okay. I'll...
Yes. So, it's not something that we just copied from someone. It's also not something na bahala na gumawa lang kami ng flowchart or something. It's something we've really invested a lot of time on.
And I'm sure, and since you draw the comparison with the infamous Luna, I'm sure you probably have learned, from their narrative, di ba? No? And actually maraming natuto dyan eh. And that was a lot of people actually lost a lot of money. Anyways, so
So basically, to think of it this way, think of a token that actually have different, that caters different risk appetite of people. So we have to cater those who are really, the risk takers, right? Like the people who really want to go all in. But at the same time, we also want to cater, like a growing ecosystem. For example, people playing Rooster Wars, they want to cash out from time to time, but then probably a portion of it goes to an investment pool or something. So we have to cater, that kind of like a mix of steady income plus a mix of investment slash a portion of a percentage of how much you are really risking.
So am I hearing? So, sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, MJ. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, parang ganito, someone as sobrang bago sa crypto can jump in and say, all right, my risk appetite is very low. If I put in $100, I don't want to lose all of it.
So okay, I know what you're saying now. Okay, got it. I got it.
Yun. Parang ganun yung narrative na binubuo namin.
I like that. I like that. So interesting. So it sounds like I'm hearing there's a lot of things na mangyayari over the next 12, 24 months. No, galing. How are you? I know you're global, kalat-kalat kayo. You're Sydney, although good all Pinoys, no. How do you guys kind of see what's happening in this environment? Meron ba kayong adjustments, kind of comparing with what's happening right now, looking at the market? Ibig sabihin, everyone's scared of crypto, Luna as an example. Is that something na pinag-uusapan ninyo in your roundtable? How are you kind of adjusting your plans, or these things that are happening are noise for you and you guys are focused on the 24 or 12 months plan?
Okay, so well, obviously, Miranda, right? Like, news is news, right? Facts are facts, right? So we can't, like ignore them, diba? Na parang it's ignorance to ignore them. Yeah. But then, come to think of it, right? Like our philosophy is that, again, we're not the rug pullers, we're not the money-driven people who wants to get the million tomorrow or next month, diba? Right. So in a way, it doesn't affect us in terms of our willingness to really build. Diba? Sabi ko nga, I made a public post lately about, those who will really thrive in this, troubling or, depressed market are the builders. So people who are building, regardless kung, diba, kung ano yung takbo ng market ngayon, they're the ones who have the chance to really make it. Diba? Kasi,
I'm actually going on that. I'm going on that thought, eh. Like everyone's fearful, but I was saying as well, in which kind of agrees to your point. Millionaires are born on the bear market, no. People, opportunities are just out there when everyone is fearful, diba?
So I think the other part of it is that as part of this market situation right now, siguro ang magandang maging realization then is that we're kind of like closing that bubble or closing that volatility aspect ng industry. Now we're looking for the real builders, the real serious people, diba? Parang ganun na yung nangyayari yan. Like think of back in the .com bubble, right? You have the pets.com, the blah blah blah.com and all those stuff, right? But then those who are still running right now are the real builders, yung talagang naging bumuo talaga ng product, diba?
Right.
So it's not it's not those who raise 100 million or 10 million or something na existing pa rin ngayon. It's those who really built it and proved the test of time.
So Dexter, it looks like you have a work cut out for you. Ang dami niyong ilalunch at marketing-wise, I feel naramdaman ko ang bigat, Kaya sa dami na sinasabi ni MJ, medyo tahimik ka dyan.
Yes po. Actually,
how are we
it's a
preparing
funny story
the
marketing-wise. When we started po, like November, all our funds were really there being used sa building. And sa marketing po, all I had to rely on was laway, relationship, and people, communities. I didn't have, just to share ko po sa inyo, when we started sharing Metadhana to the world, I didn't have marketing budget. Because we were bootstrapping everything from, if somebody hires Kuya MJ to build something, they would need big numbers of ano talaga, thousands of dollars, no, 5-6 figures to pay him to have him create. So all of us, we were ganon. Wala po kaming sarili-sarili talagang project. We were bootstrapping. So yeah, when you mentioned na medyo mabigat to, yes, it is. But right now, it's coming to fruition naman. Nakikilala na rin yung Metadhana, yung Rooster Wars, and the team. So hopefully it becomes easier from here.
And knowing you said that, look at what have happened, no? And what more, diba? Right now, you guys are non-stop building. When we say building, MJ, talk to us in terms of some basics of it. Are you guys building games, blockchain? Give us a little bit of context on what are we building at this point.
Okay, sige. All right. So again, like think of it in 10 years time. All right. So far, like we want to build like the vertical layer of the whole blockchain ecosystem.
Okay.
So what that means is that we want to have content. So, the NFT side, the media side, and, other content, maybe streaming as well. But beyond that is we want to also build the protocols or yung mga services to enable it so that we don't have to build them all by ourselves, right? We partner with either people or companies who are mature in that market, and we just enable them.
Right.
Then third is we want to build the community. So all of this will be vaporware if no one really believes on its value, diba? So that's why we have to believe the community. That's like the third layer there. And the fourth is we want to build the company, us. So we want to build, but it's not just about the headcount, but we also kind of like build the learnings and yung mga probably a mix of IPs na din and set of people. Maybe we are looking at really having the real talented global people, not just because Pinoy or something, right? Like we're gonna go to that route later on, that it's gonna go beyond that, diba? So we have to build something that's more global, diba? So that's like the layer 4. So that's kind of like what we're building long term.
Have you guys figured
If
out?
I may add po,
Yeah,
no?
go ahead.
If I may add, yeah. Kasi sakto Kuya MJ, me, Mick, dun sa aming group chat, no? We were talking. I think that was 2 days ago, no? And biglang naisip namin, look I don't know if people are familiar with Gala Games right now, Gala Games, right?
Yes.
They are like the umbrella, and they have multiple games, right? Then here's Metadhana. But Metadhana, under its umbrella, you have games, right? But just to give you a context kung paano in-apply yung working philosophy ng Metadhana, no? When we introduced yung Felicians dati, yung mga pusa po, and people were able to play it, although wala pang play to earn that time, people were having trouble with Matic kasi hindi sila sanay. Maraming BSC ang ginagamit.
They're adjusting it.
And then, so anong nangyari? Bukod sa gumagawa ng game, with the specialty talaga ni Kuya MJ, yung paggawa rin ng mga application. So, right out of the bat, gumawa siya ng faucet. May faucet kami dahil nag-a-adjust. Right out of the bat, si Kuya MJ gumawa ng cross-chain swap. You know what I mean? Yung platform sa ganun. So, here we are, Metadhana, it's a house. Instead of only building games, so we build games, we build applications to help that game. So, example nga po nung application is cross-chain swap, faucet, and lots of exciting things na binibuild ni Kuya MJ. And on that next layer nga na sinasabi ni Kuya MJ is the community. So, we want na may mga taong naglalaro ng games to support these games dahil alam naman namin ang games ay hindi talaga nagtatagal, whether crypto or traditional games. They have certain lifespan. So, thinking ahead yung future, sabi namin, even though yung games namin is magkaroon ng expiration, we want to have that, yun nga, na ecosystem. Etong game na to, malaos man siya, merong sasalo.
So in short,
May sasalo.
if I well interpreted correctly, we're going to be I hate to compare, but at least for the audience to know kung ano yung comparison natin. We are building a Gala coin, sort of a bootstrapping a Gala coin here. But we're gonna be doing it on a Metadhana all Pinoy way. Am I correct?
And
Have you
not
guys
just games.
And not
Yeah.
not just games,
Games,
different verticals that developers can be trained to develop dApps, etc. within the infrastructure. Okay.
Yes.
Have you guys come up with the name of the ecosystem yet? Metadhana, I'm assuming, or
Meron ng soft name, but yeah, it's a work in progress.
okay.
It's a work in
Something
progress.
still related sa Tadhana.
Interesting. Okay, so for my audience, Miranda, what's interesting here, guys, is we're talking. Initially, we were thinking, oh, it's gonna be a game, Rooster Wars, etc. But what we're hearing now is we're kind of peeling off different layers now in the discussion. No, what's interesting for me lang, and for my audience, optics wise, it looks like you guys have a web designer here. Maganda siya, and I'm sure VCs would probably look into all of these optics, diba? And what's interesting here, Miranda, for me is hindi pala games, no? Hindi lang pala. We're creating, in my own words, and I'm so proud, no, to have you in my show. Tayo Pilipino kayang gumawa, no? And with all of our professional background, no, na we can do it and we can support our own. As a matter of fact, alam mo, MJ and Dexter, I was in Okada 2 weeks ago. Mayroong isa nagtanong. One asked question. Oh, puro foreigner yung nasa harapan eh. Except for PDAX, which is a centralized exchange for Philippines, di ba? They were all asking, oh, meron ba kayong ginagawang paraan para i-train naman yung mga Filipinos? Kasi mukhang puro foreigners, mga foreigners eh. No? And you guys just came as an answered prayer kasi ang daming humihingi. Oh, meron ba din mga nagde-develop or blockchain na Filipinos? I'm just very, very excited, no? Kasi let me just try to quickly answer one spammer here. Give me a second. All right. Okay. So, Dexter, in your marketing work today, where do you want our community to start focusing? I know it's a big piece of a puzzle. Where do we want to focus? Where do we want to start putting the attention? What's the step one?
So right now, actually it has been a tough. Tama ka, coach, no? Ako man, hirap na hirap akong isipin nung nag-start kami, paano ko ibebenta ang dami naming ginagawa? How do I focus? Ganun. So, we tried dun sa mga pusa namin, yung mga Felicians, just to introduce yung Metadhana nga last November. And then, we pivoted into focusing on Rooster Wars right now.
Okay.
And the reason for doing that is because it's the project that is the nearest in completion as of the moment.
Okay.
Coming from the play to earn side.
Okay.
And it's just a cool concept kasi as of now, having play to earn na ganito naman yung style, no? You don't have to play it na kailangang sobrang tagal, pero hindi rin naman siya yung klase ng game na click to earn lang, na brain dead. Click and you're done, no? Ganon. So what we're trying to create here sa Rooster Wars is, build that initial community who are willing to play and grow Rooster Wars with us.
Okay.
But at the same time kasi, if nandito ka na sa Rooster Wars, it has its, benefits like being able to join the community ng Metadhana para una kayong makakuha ng mga upcoming news and updates pa.
Okay.
Parang ganun po
So
ang
step
style
1 is
natin.
Rooster Wars. Step 1,
Yes.
Rooster Wars. Obviously, to become a player, no? Can you discuss to me, at least sa mga bagong mga audience at dito, can you discuss to me or to us Rooster Wars? I'm sure everyone knows play to earn. How does that work on a very high level? Ano yung game,
Okay.
anong meron? I'm actually posting right now the website as we speak. Go ahead, Dexter.
All right. So, first and foremost, let's talk about the gameplay, no? Our design philosophy for the gameplay is something na ganito po. Something na gustong laruin ng tao, eye-catching, cute characters with lore and stories. Maraming games dyan. Click to earn na nga, wala pang storya. 'Di ba? So, tong game natin, may deep lore po ito. Plus, we are looking at it na maging competitive. Although, pag makikita nyo, yung game, it's called a fighting game in our books, yung classification niya, fighting game. 3 lang as of now yung pipindutin mo dyan. Parang Jack and Poy lang po yan, rock, paper, scissors. But this time, it's either the beak, the wing, or the claw. So, with rock, paper, scissors mechanics. That's the first iteration of the game. No? Eventually, itong rock, paper, scissors na game na to, mag-evolve ito into having yung special attacks ng mga manok. And then, magkakaroon na, yung parang kung naglalaro kayo ng Ghost Fighter noon sa computer game, di ba? May mga special sila or mga Dragon Ball, gano'n, di ba? And then, magkaroon ng dodge mechanics and things like that. Plus, game-wise, kung mahilig kayo dun sa mga theory crafting, creating builds and things like that, hindi lang po Jack and Poy ito. Yung manok natin, pwedeng magsuot ng what we call gaff or in Filipino, tari.
Yeah.
No?
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And
Okay.
this tari, you can insert gems into them. So may
Para mas
different
lumakas yung
rarity
attack
po.
niya.
Yes po. Not just attack, but if you wish to pump up the HP, kunwari, mas gusto mo HP yung palakasin instead of attack. Or gusto mo naman, mas palakasin specifically yung big attack. Dahil yun yung mas natural dun sa breed ng manok mo. Diba? Ganon. So, that's the first iteration. But just to, tease the community that you have po, Coach, the future of this Rooster Wars is to actually have a mode kung saan the community are creating their game modes. And then with these game modes that we have, the community can design the, let's say, wager or how they participate. Kunwari, gusto kong sumali sa game or pa-tournament ni Coach Miranda dahil meron siyang, let's say, land. Kunwari, may land ka, Coach Miranda, no? And you opted na ako, sige, magpapa 3 versus 3 tournament ako sa aking land. Yun yung mode ko. And for people to join, they need to, let's say, di ba, yung mga normal naman po yun. Pag magpapa-tournament, may buy-in fee ka or babayaran. So, it's up to you kung ganun yung game mode mo. Gusto mo sa game mode mo, tanggalin mo lahat ng gems effects, yung raw stats lang, and then yun lang yung paglalabanan ng mga tao. Go ahead. So we're looking at right now, we're building once we know that the proof of concept is working, the play to earn is up there. Okay na. Pwede nang magkaroon ng next phase in the future. Mga tao will create their own game modes and game mechanics. But here's the exciting part po.
Think of it parang like having someone creating the Dota out of the Warcraft. So who knows?
Yun. Yes.
Parang,
and also, just to add, because this is play to earn, a lot of people, especially in the Philippines, scholar capital tayo right? Tayo nagpauso ng scholarship sa mga play to earn. So here, ang galing nang naisip nila Kuya MJ, nila Kuya Ben, what if etong game natin, scholarship becomes easier to manage, both on a manager's perspective and the scholar. Dati, di ba, manual ka, nagpapasweldo. Kung compute ka pa, isa-isahin mong isa-send sa mga scholar mo. We know guilds having 300, 500,000 scholars. That's a clerical nightmare, right? So, because Metadhana nga is a builder type of company, sila Kuya MJ are right now building an automated scholarship platform for Rooster Wars that can be used also on our upcoming games, ganun. And that's exciting for me because ako, kunwari gusto ko maging scholar, pwede akong pumunta sa parang marketplace. Just imagine a marketplace, no? Na nakalista dito yung mga available for scholarship na mga manok and I can just apply without knowing kung sino ba yung manager talaga, not divulging my identity. And vice versa, sa manager naman, hindi ko kailangang maghanap ng sangkatutak na kamag-anak or kapitbahay na maglalaro, na tuturuan ko pa, at hindi interesado. Instead, ilista ko yung mga manok ko. And then, from there, people can freely, be scholars. And the payout, automatic.
How much is it, no? how much is it to become, I'm asking the questions of the of the team members, no? How much is it to become, if I will be a manager, I will become a micro guild, how much should I invest?
Oh, it really depends po kung ano ang scope or ilang players ang gusto nyong ma-cover. But right now,
Sa tulad kong
one,
sa tulad kong mayaman na profitable in trading. Ano?
ayun. Yeah, I'll just
Bigyan mo
mention
ako
muna
ng
yung bare minimum.
basic plan. Gusto ko niya makinig, kailangan marinig nila.
Yeah.
Okay.
The basic plan po. So, right now, ang isang Genesis Rooster Wars egg po, isang egg po yan naglalaman po yan ng 3 NFT.
Okay.
So, may manok, may gaff, at meron yung gem.
Okay.
So, kumpleto na yan. Ang isang Genesis egg po ay $55. Okay. Ngayon, dinesign namin yung scholarship na minimum 3 na manok ang ipalaro mo sa isang scholar para siya maging, alam mo yun, worth it naman sa oras. Kasi, dito po sa Rooster Wars, we're not promising the moon to the people. We're not promising na magiging mayaman ka dito, laro ka lang gano'n. Hindi po gano'n, no? We want the kind of economics na umiikot talaga. People rebuy in.
So tatlo Dexter, no? Tatlong egg
yes, tatlo po.
times 55,
So that is
165.
Yes po.
Okay.
For
Okay.
one scholar.
Okay.
So halimbawa, kayo coach, feeling ko si coach mga pang 1,000 scholars.
Yeah, mga kaya natin 1,000 scholars.
Yan,
So 1,000 times
diba?
6,000, ganun.
Yes. So
Okay.
depende na po 'yan. Like for example, si Kuya MJ. Kuya MJ, are you hindi ko kasi alam yung numbers ng Prodigy Guild ngayon eh. How many scholars are they targeting right now?
I think around mga 700 to 1,000 sila ngayon.
Yung sa guild.
Interesting.
Okay. So
And do you also have a Discord for your guilds right now for Rooster? Or where do you saan ang community ngayon ng Rooster Wars?
yeah, let me get the link po.
Sige, para I could share.
Meron po tayong Discord. Yes, let me get the link muna.
I-
While I'm getting the link, you can
Yeah.
probably proceed with the
I
questions.
like how the team member said, yung sabi niya, digital salpak, digital sabong. Digital. Hindi, seriously, natutuwa nga ako eh. Sa totoo lang, no? Let me ride on that perception. Kasi may manok. Diba? I like it. Very, very interesting, no? Ayan, dito na lang tatalpak si Uncle, si Tito. Alright. So parang
Actually, ko lang din about yan, no? We're actually in the mission of saving chickens. So, in a way, it's a good thing.
you know what? You're right. Saving chickens. At hindi na mawawala ang mga sabongero, guys. Diba? Just to kind of add some humor on it, no? Alright. Sabi dito, para siyang share profit sa Pegaxi. That's the comment that I'm hearing here. Sobrang galing ng mga Pinoy sa pagplano for better result. Kudos. Good job. Bago lang sa akin yung balita, looking forward to Rooster Wars. Yeah, try nyo guys, try nyo. So, to start this, you'll invest $55 isang rooster. Tapos, if I would want to, let's say land, sabi mo kanina Dexter, land. How do I get that? I buy that separately in the marketplace ba? And have my own game?
Yes po. So the land feature will be discussed pa po further down the line. The prices and everything, the mechanics, the utilities, they will be coming down the line. But to give you parang an advanced na lang is you will need to be a holder of the NFT and have some, meron po tayong mga mechanics para magkaroon ng land.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then magkano ang doon sa magandang questionan ngayon, magkano ang kitaan pag mag-invest ako? Ganun naman ang mga question ng mga tao, yung patagalin. Magkano kitaan agad? Ganun ba ganun? And i-bridge natin
Kuya
sa
MJ,
business yan.
baka mas
Well, ako siguro mas magandang si Mick sumagot eh. Pero ang point of view ko lang dito is coach is that kasi yung something na hindi pa nabanggit ni Dex is that yung tokenomics behind Rooster Wars is actually very novel because it's meant to last for years. Kasi merong concept siya ng subscription subscription.
Okay.
So yung hindi nabanggit ni Dexter dito is actually yung once nag-start na yung play to earn, yung manok only have a 45 days of playing time, then magbo-burn out sila. And then you have to actually buy potion to replenish yung ano niya, yung energy niya. So in that regards, diba? So we can actually make the NFT cheap at a very low price. I mean $55. We actually, like pre-mint it at around 30. Pero yun nga, 'di ba? Parang if you look at the market of NFTs, mga 'di ba, mga libo-libong talaga yung tuhan. But then we can make it cheaper because of a concept of a subscription model. So that's why
okay.
So that's why it's not about being early really. So 2 years from now, it's really about how many subscribers. Yun yung magde-declare kung ano yung winning, ano yung pool na for earning. Yeah.
Are you giving the subscription model to the investors as well, or that's gonna be the business to the investor model of subscription? Ibig ko sabihin, so di ba yung subscription model meaning instead of you just buying it, we're going to the subscription, you can renew. Ino-offer din ba yan sa, let's say ako, pwede ba ako magpa-subscribe naman sa mga, kung gusto kong ibenta din, parang affiliate, no? O hindi siya ganun? Does it work that way na pwede ako magpa-subscription din? So, kunyari, meron ako mga tao, I have scholars, or some of them would like to buy, or it doesn't work that way?
Probably think of it na, parang isipin nyo, Coach, yung concept ng Netflix, di ba? Instead na parang di ba free trial for 30 days. Pero technically free trial, di ba? So you actually have to pay a capex for it to actually just remove the spammers and the people who want to take advantage of it, di ba? So that's why merong $55 on it. But then the real growth around here is the subscription of you have to renew it every 45 days. And yung tokens within within the ecosystem. So we have that token na specific for Rooster Wars that you actually have to use to buy those potions, to buy more gaps, to buy more gems, to buy the land later on. So diba? So if you're looking for the earning part of it, so you can either do it by the numbers of having more roosters, or you can actually do it by the speculation of the token. So you have those.
Okay. So nababurn si chicken. Nagiging fried chicken siya later on, no?
Actually, hindi siya namamatay.
Hindi siya namamatay.
Nawawalan lang po siya ng parang sabihin na nating nawalan siya ng mojo.
Got it. Pero when you renew, mabubuhay siya. Nandiyan pa rin siya.
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Talk to me about, sorry guys, I'm just trying to simplify it for the audience. So kung ako bumili ako ng 55, magsasubscribe ako ulit on a monthly or quarter, 45 days rather. Parang manok nga no. 45 days na manok.
Ay, ito pala coach, hindi nabanggit ni Kuya MJ kasi nabanggit niya yung di ba, yung you go for the number or you go for speculation. Plus, if you are an actual gamer, you can earn more through the leaderboards.
So, talk to me about that. Talk to me yung, again, I'll go to the business side, but I'll talk to the retailer side first. Talk to me about how do I earn, how much can I make bawi of my investment? And if I cannot in 1 month, how long? Kasi of course, even in Axie, di ba ang ROI dyan, normally, dumaan tayo ng 6 months, 1 year na nga, ang tagal na, di wala na. Pero ano ang ROI natin from a Rooster Wars perspective? Because I'm asking some interested. I'm interested as well. Anong
Should
ROI
I answer,
natin?
Kuya MJ?
Yes, sige, go next.
Okay. So, this is just a short answer po, no? On a 45-day span, you are able to win back, recover kung ano po yung nagastos nyo, no? And once na halimbawa, bumili ka ng Gilly Juice, we call it Gilly Juice, the potion. Once you use that for the 45 days, pwede kang maka-earn talaga. But if ikaw po hindi naman naglaro ng maayos, there's still a tendency na hindi mo ma-reach no? Makabawi kang konti pero hindi mo mabawi ng buo yung kinastos mo if sobrang hindi ka nananalo ng games talaga.
So if you play
So-
the game, you earn, I'm assuming a governance, or you earn a token, correct?
Yes po.
Okay. And that token, parang SLP, you get it, no, and you encash it. How much tokens do you get if you win a game?
Oh, these are the technical questions po na hindi pa namin nadadivulge ngayon.
Okay, that's fine.
Hindi pa
That's
namin masabi po kasi dahil we are targeting the play to earn really,
Siguro,
really soon.
To give you a perspective, so I mean, let's go to that $55.
Yeah,
So
please.
from that $55, siguro we're not gonna make you earn $550 for that 45 days. So yung 55 won't be 550
Right.
in 45 days.
That's
right?
realistic. Totoo yan, yeah.
Realistic siya,
yan.
diba? So hindi porket bibili ako ng 1,000 na rooster, then in 45 days, di ba, para magkakaroon ako ng 550,000. So it's not gonna work that way. No?
Unless
Even-
leaderboard achiever. That's the only way.
So merong
Yeah,
merong pool of money for the leaderboard. I'm hearing that.
Yes po.
Okay. Understood.
Yes,
So
yes.
basically ang narrative is okay, we buy, we play, we enjoy the game, parang Jack and Poy, then parts of the bird, you have the beak, etc. Then you have aside from the bird, the rooster, you have the gem, and what's the other one, Dexter? Yung
Guff.
Gaff. Okay, so you have those three. Parang yung pang attack na yung siguro yung weapon siguro yun. Am I correct? And then you have
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
understood. Okay. So, let's go to the business side of it, right? Let's go to the business side of it. So, aside from Rooster Wars, ito yung pinakaunang entrada to the future of a future Filipino created blockchain, no? I am going to assume that the current token that we're using is going to be used across the blockchain long term in Rooster Wars. Correct?
The answer is it will be integrated. Yun yung official answer.
Integrated. Okay. And then aside from the so right
I'll probably give you a hint, no?
Sure.
When I say integrated. So think of it again, yung nabanggit mo kanina about SLP, di ba? Like think of it this way, right? Like paano kung back then, there were these people who had the tendency to actually, parang may say sila sa destiny nila, di ba? Kung, what if gusto kong 50-50, parang 50 stable, na ito na yung value, na-lock ko na yung value at that point in time, and 50, sige, laruin natin, baka tumaas pa, di ba? So, yun yung parang isang integration point dun sa na naisip namin around the, the DeFi or yung finance aspect.
Which to your point, the play of volatility, if the price of the coin will appreciate, that's gonna be where it will enter. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Yeah. And I mean, I think it's interesting, no? Kasi I've been teaching DeFi. Might as well build your own DeFi ecosystem within your infrastructure. No, kasi hindi naman lahat talaga. And if you wanna attract institutional investors, talagang yun ang pupuntahan eh. Mga malalaking mga loans, borrowing, etc. Which is quite interesting. Wow, I mean, time was very fast, no? Ang dami nating na-discuss. But I'm sure hindi enough ang oras to discuss everything. If you don't mind, I'll probably invite you again in our channel and really talk deeper maybe on the gameplay soon as you guys have launched your games, etc. and the other games in the future. And talk to us. Kasi alam mo, on a personal level, I'm very excited. Kasi ang dami kong ini-interview itong mga CEOs din. Puro mga puti eh. No? 'Di ba? Support our own, 'di ba? Support our own, and that's my promise to you guys, Like my promise to your community, to our community, to Metadhana. I would like to whether you like it or not, I will talk about your product. And talk about your blockchain kasi this is my own personal passion, no. Kung hindi man ako, a Filipino should create, not just a game. In this case, the ecosystem itself, no, and prove that it can be done. No.
What, Coach, dahil nabanggit mo yan, no? After siguro ng call natin, I'll reach out to Miss Rachel and I'll hook you up with some NFTs to give away for your community. Do as you please po kung kailan nyo gustong ipamigay or iparaffle or however you want. Well, I'll hook you up po. Para naman sa mga nanonood, ma-excite sila.
Okay.
Yes.
If you don't mind, MJ, question, sir or Dexter, from the community dito, what is the integrity of this sorry, not this. Yeah, integrity of this project, especially in the investor. I'm not sure what do you mean. Can you clarify that, Mr. Bed's Happy Channel? Another question. How would you sustain your reward pool? Is that an too early question here? Okay, how would you sustain a depleting reward pool? Okay, through buybacks, equity. Okay. Okay, nasagot na rin ito. Isa sa mga problema ng Axie, sumobrang laki ang puhunan bago makapag-start. Nahirapan yung mga new managers na mag-start. What is your plan to address that para magtuloy-tuloy yung pasok ng newbie from Kuya Padoy? Mayaman to. From Kuya Padoy.
Again, so well, first off, coach, we can't predict the future, diba? I mean,
That's
regardless how smart the team is, we can't really predict it, diba? No, and at the same time, we're real genuine people. We're not gonna manipulate the market, or we're not gonna rig the ecosystem, right? So to answer that is that we always want to give people choice. So I think that's what's missing from other games. Parang it's always an all-in situation na parang, okay, di ba, that's simple, di ba? So that's why, what we want in Rooster Wars and the whole ecosystem that we're building is we want to give you choices, we want to give you options. And dun nga papasok talaga na, okay, maybe it's too early, I'll just stick with 10 roosters. Maybe I'm really, really liking this. Parang personally, I really like the game. So I might as well play it while, nagko-commute and, like nagluluto or anything, di ba? So parang, di ba, may ganun kasing mga iba't ibang personality that we have to cater. So that's why, yeah, I mean, I don't have the answer, no? Maybe if you're into the speculation side, you can look into more on the token. Diba? If you're more on to the gaming side, you can probably look at it as a casual game. If you're more on to the scholarship side, maybe you can take a look at both, na balance between investing on the number of NFTs plus scholars and maybe the tokens as well. So that's how we want.
I add also, Kuya MJ, no? Kasi we've been talking about you playing and people speculating, let's say in tokens. We haven't mentioned yet na yung NFTs natin, of course, can be traded rin and sold, of course, diba? So halimbawa, you get a Genesis egg and you opened it, nagkataon lumabas na GAF mo ay 3-star. And that is the highest star level as of now. So yung $55 was probably multiplied already. I'm speculating the price of the GAF, ha? But yeah, also one more thing in the future para at least alam ng mga nakakapakinig ngayon. In the future, we are designing na yung gems would have burning mechanisms wherein one gem through burning mechanism ay mas lumakas pa. And pag mas lumakas tong gem na to, of course, sawa ka nang maglaro kunwari or ayaw mo nang magpa-scholar, you can sell this gem na nilaro mo, pinalakas mo na mas mahal, for example, ganun.
You do that
So,
by fusing multiple gems and make it
something
stronger.
like that. That's the idea, but I couldn't put alam mo yun, hindi ko pa po matuldukan, but you are getting there, coach, no?
Right.
It's around those ideas.
Siguro, especially later on nga dun, about sa land concept, no, that's probably where you can as a business can kind of like create a business within a business.
Right. That's a very, very good one, MJ. No.
So parang for example, gusto mo talaga mabilisan, sudden death lang, 1 hit KO na. So that's ang minimum requirement is, let's say, 100 token or something. So it's up to you, di ba, kung ano yung mga gusto mong gawin within that ecosystem na gusto mong gawin na within your own property.
Right. Meron ba kayong future on adding NFT arts and offer that with some creators?
Actually, the answer is it's a present tense, coach. So it's in progress.
Okay.
So we're literally engaged with certain, individuals and groups, and watch out that space. And at the same time, we came up with a very, I would say, I'm very proud of that protocol na binild namin that would allow this time around to own something and to really consume something. So it's not just about looking a picture. So yeah, watch out that space. So for example, hint, maybe ma-on ko na rin yung video mo, di ba? Or pwede ko ma-on din yung specific asset mo, like as part of it. So
Oh, wow. That's interesting, ah. Tinanong ko yan kasi naghahanap ako ng another bahay for my NFT arts. We can potentially... I'm selling NFT arts din eh. Alright. Grabe, kulang yung oras natin. Ayoko nang matapos yung discussion. Ang dami ko pa namang gustong malaman paano. But where can they find you? How can they find and what are the things that they need to know? Maybe that's a question for Dexter from a marketing perspective. You're on mute. You're on mute lang, Dexter.
Sorry. So, Coach, I pasted the link of the Discord of Rooster Wars in our Google Meet chat. So, you could probably paste that for the people.
Yeah.
So, number one, I would suggest na people go to the Rooster Wars Discord channel. So, this is ano po, yung Rooster Wars specific. And from there, you can ask our lovely people na members ng community. Go to our Discord. Number two, nasa sa YouTube channel po ng Metadhana.
Okay.
We almost always go live every Monday, 8:30 p.m. with our Metadhana Mondays to give people updates, ganon, makipagkwentuhan sa mga tao. So that's every Monday. And we do Let's Play Thursday. Every Thursday naman, we play with the community. Kahit na wala pang play to earn, we let them test the game, we play the game, we have some mini tournaments and just have fun, things like that. So yeah, join us every Monday. Yun po ang maganda sa Discord and then sa YouTube. I guess yun na po para hindi naman masyadong nakakalito.
And not to mention, as the company is growing, we're also looking people who wants to work with us. So whether you're a developer who's probably new in blockchain, who wants to learn more about blockchain, so that's also an opportunity.
I love that, creating
and
employment.
Lastly,
go ahead.
Ito po, mahilig tayo kasi I'm a gamer. I love having, finding tawag dito, Easter eggs sa mga game ko. Or kunwari, Easter eggs sa mga trailers, kunwari ng Marvel, di ba? May mga kung ano-ano tayo nakikitang nakakatuwa dyan. So one thing po na hindi alam ng lahat, na Easter egg about Rooster Wars and Metadhana whole project is that, eto po, sasabihin ko sa audience nyo, if you are a holder of 10 Genesis eggs sa wallet mo, in the future, down the line, you can apply for what we call the Metadhana Explorer Club. So that's Explorer Club. What is Explorer Club? It's our way of giving the community na nagtiwala sa atin ng free premium bonus. So what is this? Explorer Club ng Metadhana is ini-envision namin siya na maging parang, alam niyo yun, yung board apes, yung mga ganon, yung yacht club, right? They have this, pero nagbayad sila ng sobrang mamahal ng NFT dito. But here, this is gonna be bonus if you hold 10 eggs ng Metadhana Rooster Wars. Or 1 Felician, yung pusa, yung other NFT namin. But that is limited every era. When I say era, up to a certain point lang. Let's say for the first 999 sets of 10 rooster eggs, isa lang na set, so 10 lang. Kapag lumampas na po doon yung count at lumaki na yung Metadhana, you will need double na para makapag-apply for that Explorer Club NFT. Libre po yun. Pero pataas ng pataas yung requirements, the longer you wait, parang ganon. So that's the Easter egg na ibibigay ko sa inyo. 10 eggs po.
And it's actually a very good community-based coach because, again, people who are invested like with their money, we actually value their feedback really well, diba? So like when there's a bug with games and stuff like that, diba, most likely sila yung una makakita and like most likely, diba, they want to let us know as early as possible. So yeah, it really works, both ways for us.
please keep me honest, no. I'm just had an aha moment here, no. Kasi karaniwan sa mga nakikita ko nauuna either a standalone game, yung iba naman nauna yung big ecosystem, nagkaroon ng umbrella of games, ni-launch yung games. Am I hearing you guys correctly that ngayon naunang konti yung game, then we're even building better infrastructure the next couple of quarters? Am I correct? Okay, so I'm seeing nods. No, ayun yung aha moment ko because, I think, and I believe, kapag ganun yung sistema, hindi, kasi minsan pagtapos na yung game, so what's up? What's next? Diba? Para nakuha mo na yung level of, magka-plateau na eh. And normally, people get bored on that. No? The traffic, retailers get bored. Nor, infrastructure to hodl that community there. No? So kumbaga, kung ako yung investor na tumitingin, kung ako of the world, no? Ginagawa na ngayon, and it's gonna be hodl there. So what does that mean to the current game? And to your point, MJ, kanina, integrated yung token, di ba, to the ecosystem. Which means that from a value perspective, the word is, I will just say, I will not speculate, it will just get better. Because you're building You're building. And I think that's the operative word when we started, you build from a building perspective. And now, of course, Dexter, you market, no? The go-to-market strategy. Last question siguro dito before
Kasi nakaano ko ngayon, yung tigwawan saan man.
Interesting. All right, gentlemen,
Madaya po yung
I know
boses ko sa stream ko.
Yeah, I know MJ is in Australia. I know madaling araw na dyan. Any last few words for our community, gentlemen? Maybe Dexter, you go first and then we'll go with MJ.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much, of course, Coach and the community ng Miranda Miners YouTube community. Thank you very much po for letting us talk about Metadhana and Rooster Wars. Ang gusto lang po talaga namin mangyari dito sa project na to, our intention is to really build something and put value, We are not promising, heaven and earth, fly you to the moon, at punta ka ng Metadhana, kinabukasan, retired ka na. We're not promising that, but what we're promising is, an exciting ride, a ride that is built upon, value building and of course the term building itself. And yeah, we are here. Kita nyo mukha namin. We are fully doxed. And aside from that, we just love the space. Our goal really is to build something that will last. Yan po.
Yes. Siguro ako, again, probably tricky message. Number one, for Filipino audience, this time around, let's do something different. Let's do something better. Let's remove the stigma na pag Pinoy consumer market lang or scholars lang or mga shillers lang ganun. Diba? Let's remove that stigma. This is our opportunity. Not just us, I'm encouraging as well the whole ecosystem of Filipino developers. Let's do it. Tanggalin natin yung stigma na yun. That's number one. Number two is that for Metadhana itself, like me and Mick, we trust each other. The rest of the team, we trust each other. Very good. We did it organically. We spent our own, personal time, effort, and even money to really build where we are right now. Means something, diba? So again, yung narrative ko kanina, we didn't try to raise 2 million, 5 million out of thin air na wala pang plano. So, that's why, again, trust is a very heavy word, but then it's something you just have to feel as we execute things. Then siguro yung last part is that whatever we're building, however novel the technology is, diba, how strong the team is, kung gaano man kaming kagaling or not, it won't work without the community. So, the underlying pillar of it actually is, when we talk about blockchain, the real layer zero, if layer one is Ethereum, layer two is Polygon, the real layer zero are the people or the community behind it, So it's never about the technology. Maybe few years from now, maybe magpipivot na tayo sa whatever blockchain technology that we're talking right now, right? But the people who are backing those, companies who are backing us will actually be part of that ride, whatever that ride will be. Yun lang. So, Coach.
No, and expect my support. I like the advocacy. I like the community involvement and support. I rarely hear, these types of statements, and I love the Filipino part of it. Not just a consumer, but this time a developer, and that comes with pride, Miranda. And let's wish this group of professionals and future, let me just say this, billionaires, millionaires, diba? Let's wish all of us a meaningful ride. I'm sure it's gonna be a good, meaningful ride for everyone because gano'n naman talaga and we are all seeing the space today, different personalities. I wish you all the best, MJ, Dexter. MJ, good night there in Australia. Dexter, enjoy. Minarinig ako kaninang tumalon sa pool. Parang gusto mo na yung maligo yata, no? So,
Yes.
enjoy La Union. And it's been a pleasure to have you guys. I'll have you again in my future show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
you,
you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was, alam mo, ang galing, no? I'm just being very honest. I'm pleasantly surprised. At inaantay ko talagang tanongin, Miranda. I've been looking to ask that question about to figure out where the Rooster Wars will play within the infrastructure, no? And what's exciting for me, grabe talagang iba-iba ang guest natin po, no? What's exciting? They're looking for VCs right now. And alam nyo ba, walang sahod yung mga yan. Sinabi nila sa akin ganyan, wala silang sahod. They're doing it all for the purpose of proving, there's a purpose, there's passion, and of course, long term, there's profit. From a tokenomics and economics of that. Of course, we need to pay the investors, we need to pay the traders or the hodlers, part ng game. Parang kami din, in the GMMG. But it's interesting, natutuwa tayo that I think it's about time. Umattend ako sa conference yan sa Filipino community, not just as a consumer, but become builders. And on that perspective, mas naging, it really created this feeling of support mula sa akin. Because hindi naman araw-araw nakakapag-interview tayo ng Pilipino na gagawa ng blockchain. Na by the way, may nagawa na silang team at may napatunayan na sila. Right now. Diba? And right now, they wanna grow. So, as an investor, as a trader, for me, this is my opinion, no? And if you're my student, alam mo din naman to. I'm sure you will know this, no? Na a brave money gets more money. As long as you do a correct way of understanding where your investment will go. So, i-try ninyo. No? But of course, do not trade the money that you're going to buy milk for your kids, buy dinner for tonight. Do not use that money. Use the money that you're okay to lose. Diba? Narinig mo na rin naman sa kanila mismo, kila Dexter and MJ, that they are, not hyping any one of us. No? Tingnan nyo, bisitahin nyo, learn from it, no? And maybe it's a potential way to start investing, not for today, but for your future. So malay mo, yung investments mo ngayon, yung NFTs mo ngayon within their infrastructure, no? Maybe it's worth how much. Pino nga, natutuwa tayo. And again, congratulations to you, Dexter, and of course to MJ. Medyo wahat ng gabi na yata dyan. And I wish you all the best to the entire Metadhana team, to, of course, to Mikhail John, to Michael John, to within the infrastructure. So congratulations to all of you. Wag muna kayong umalis, Miranda. I will be right back. We're going to do a little bit of charting for Bitcoin and yung tanong ninyo, Luna. Alright? I will be right back. Inom lang po tayong tubig. And again, thank you. Congratulations to Metadhana team. Thank you guys. I'll be right back.
Hi, Coach Miranda Minor. We talked a few times na before, but I didn't get to formally introduce myself pa. So I'm good. I'm an airline pilot. And I'm elite university graduate. Beginner's class batch 21 and intermediate class batch 18. I'm also a former mentee of my high school classmate and barkada, si Mentor Luke. I want to take this opportunity lang to thank you, not only for teaching us a very safe and effective trading system, not only sa mga fundamental and technical analysis every night during live intermediate class, but most importantly, I want to thank you both for teaching us good trading psychology na pwede rin i-apply in real life scenarios. Thank you always, Coach, for going the extra mile to help others. And sana huwag ka magsasawang tumulong sa and ayun lang. I love you 3,000 Coach, and shout out ko na rin yung buong Miranda community. I love you 3000X Miranda, and magmahalan lang tayo at maging possible.
Miranda, good news. We're actually live as well in Spotify. If you're a Spotify fanatic, please follow us there and listen to our audio podcasts. We're actually coming from a name of Global Miranda Minor Group. Nako, napaka-paborito ko talaga yung mga magagandang audio dyan tulad ng The Power of Yet, The Millionaire Mindset, How Did I Get My First Million, How to Avoid Liquidations at marami pang iba. Kung ano pang hinihintay nyo, see you in our Spotify channel, and maraming salamat ka, Miranda. Thank you! Okay, I'm back. Relax. Okay, para naman po sa inyo to. So just give me a second. Give me a second, everyone. Give me a second, guys. Now I'm just doing something here. Okay. All right. Okay, let's now move on. Thank you for waiting. Couple of updates. Let me just share my screen, guys. All right. Okay. So, let's all move on, no? So, as of May 14, a couple of updates that we have today in our infrastructure. So, right now, ito medyo important ito, no? Coming from the developers of Luna, they're currently deciding on a and deliberating new mechanisms for Luna. Ulitin ko, medyo mabigat yun, no? So, right now, ang gusto nilang mangyari, they wanna decide, ibabalik ba namin yung dati, no? prioritization sa security, lateralizing the synthetic stablecoin algorithm, no? So, yun ang tanong ngayon. They wanted to be able to... Wait lang. Okay. Oh, how about now? Okay na ba? Naglalag. Antayin lang ninyo. Just wait for it. Okay, okay na yata. Hindi pa ba? We're good? Are we good now? Okay, good. All right, sounds good. Okay. All right, so as I've said, no, May 14, there's already an update, no. Iniisip ng community ng Terra, sila ba ay gagawa ng bagong Terra money, no? Kahapon yung in-update natin, sabi natin yung kahapon, kahapon yung Terra blockchain nag-resume na ng production, pero they have decided to disable the on-chain swaps, no? Ang pinakahuling update ng May 14, wormhole bridge is already available. So meaning those that are connected from other blockchains to Terra is already okay, no? Now, let's move on with the current update for May 14. They're currently deciding, ibabalik ba namin ang Luna in its old form? Pero alam na namin yung problema. Okay, ayusin na lang namin yun. Or, we're going to remove, the Luna Foundation, and then we were going to do a draft, on the new mechanisms for Luna. So, huminto tayo dyan. So, this creates a little bit of uncertainty for Luna, no? Marami po sa inyo ang nagsasabi na wala naman pong talo ang bumili ng Luna because everyone is doing it right now. No, everyone is doing it right now. As a matter of fact, teka lang moderators, can you help me with this spammer, please? As a matter of fact, ang dami pong humahabol, no? Let me just give you a little bit of data here. Maraming humahabol. So take a look at this data. Okay. Mukhang pangsalok. Alright, and congratulations for everyone that earned, no? So kung makikita mo to, coming from a 0.000050, umakyat yan sa 3 0. No? And umakyat ng almost 42,863.87% ang kanyang inakyat. No? And of course, sobrang oversold territory. But your MACD confirmation, pababa yung buying signal, that's why nagre-retrace yan. So, ito yung nangyayari ngayon, no? Because everyone saw, nakita ng maraming tao that the Luna, coin available over, by the way, it's available over BUSD. Kaya itong si CZ nagko-comment ngayon about Luna, FYI, basahin niyo yung comment niya in Twitter. Nakita siya dyan no? So, it's in BUSD right now, tumaas ng 42,000. Sino dito ang kumita na? Type number 1 kung kumita na kayo kay Luna or type number 2 kung ngayon mo lang ito nalaman. Sige nga. Type number 1 kung nakita mo ito sa baba at ikaw ay nakapasok. No? Alright? So you have, okay, very good. Forex Darwin, congratulations. Yan, marami. O kasi last price, ngayon niya nakita. Marami ngayon lang. 200,000 from 15,000. Congratulations, Brennan. Well done, well done. Di ba? So, kung makistema, meron po tayong tinatawag na ano, listen to me carefully ha. Meron po kasi tayong tinatawag na system in the Miranda minor community. Sa intermediate kasi malalaman nyo to. When you start diversifying and when you create your portfolio, you can actually think that 1% can be allocated into a high potential. Pwede mo itong gawin, especially if there is a potential confirmation on the coin itself. No, mayroong umaakit na price, may binabasag na siya. No, na previews, for example, pwede mo itong gamitin na sa confirmation. Unusual yung coin, ha? Yan, you could use it as a confirmation, yan. Alright? And of course, makikita mo na yung mga breakouts dito from here, pwede mo siyang i-scalp. Pwede mo siyang i-scalp. Yung mga breakouts na. Galing sa mababa, pataas ng pataas. Pero guys, in my perspective, kaya hindi ko sinasabi mag-all-in kayo, meron pa ding risk. There's still gonna be a risk here, ladies and gentlemen. And the risk is, as I've said, based on the most recent update from Terra community, they're currently deliberating new mechanisms for Luna. Hindi naman nila sinasabing they were going to remove Luna. No? But what they're trying to say is that they want to be able to deliberate new mechanisms for Luna as part of the collateralization. Kasi sa totoo lang, hindi naman talaga sustainable yung dati. 'Di ba? Hindi sustainable. Kung if you're listening to my channel ng matagal na or the past couple of days, diniscuss ko din naman that there's really something wrong. No, in fact, meron talagang pwedeng maging bad actor dito. No? So what they think sabi nila, they need to rebuild the right way. And a post-mortem on everything that has transpired in the past week is in progress. Kasi sinabi yung post-mortem, ito po ay pagkatapos ng gulo. They're going to summarize. Ginagamit yan sa corporate. Post-mortem discussions, QBR post-mortem, yan. So it will be published. Aabangan natin, hihimayin natin yan. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Pag nakuha na po natin yung post-mortem, hihimayin ko sa inyo isa-isa. But for now, yung the part that they're going to deliberate new mechanisms for Luna, para sa akin ang ibig sabihin yan, meron ka pa rin tinatawag na fear, uncertainty in the future of the coin. Kagandahan lang nito, they want to be able to solve the problem and rebuild the right way. No? At itira yung isalvage yung natitirang value in the ecosystem. So let's go to CoinMarketCap. Okay? Let's try to look for Terra Luna. Okay? The current market capitalization of Terra is 2.6 million. No? Yan. So from a price perspective, mababa din sila. The price right now. Okay. So used to be, let's look at the historical data. Yan. So imagine niyo yung price nila coming from 31 down to 17, then 1.07 up until it closed. No? So I don't think that the current data here is updated. I don't think it's updated. Sabi dito, you should proceed with caution, no? At grabe, no, coming from almost 20 plus billion, 30 plus billion, went down, no, to 2.8. Ito yung sinasabi nila. They wanted to be able to salvage whatever is left. And from a circulating supply, 6.5 billion Luna ang meron pa ding nasa supply nila ngayon. Based on this, circulating supply, matagal na to, no? So mukhang hindi na updated yung value dito, but we're going to recheck once we see more updates on the Terra community. In my perspective, ladies and gentlemen, Question, Miranda Minor, is it okay to enter and buy Luna? That's my question. That's the question, no? And my answer is two things. Yes, you buy, but that money is the money that you're okay and you're willing to forget. You're willing to sleep on it and forget. Naiintindihan po ba? Please type number 1 kung naiintindihan po iyon. Please type number 1 kung naiintindihan. Please. Okay, sinabi natin, you can enter. Please go ahead. But, meron tayong high potential coin in the port staging file. Sinasabi natin dyan kung ilang percent. Sinasabi ko dyan kung ilang percent. At sinasabi ko dyan, kakalimutan nyo na yan. Okay? Again, at least you are able to participate and you are part of the brave money. Okay? Okay. Ngayon, of course, you don't want to TA this. Walang kwenta ang TA on this coin. No? Walang tayo makukuha dito. This is 99% fundamentals. Walang kwenta ang TA. You don't TA this type of anomalies. This is what you call a statistical anomaly. There's no TA on this. Okay? So, I hope malinaw tayo guys ha. Is it okay to buy? My answer is yes. Use 1%. Treat it as a high potential coin. Invest and forget. Now, let's now go on with Bitcoin. Coach, taas pa ba si Bitcoin? O ano masabi ko sa inyo naman nakakaraan? Scalp nyo muna. Scalp it because, ladies and gentlemen, sarado po ang market today at ang merkado po ngayon is not influenced by the stock market. Ergo, it's actually on its own today. But of course, if you are a technical trader, you are a technical analyst, alam mo naman that there was actually a trend support line breakdown na tinatawag, of course. And kung gagamitin po natin yung ating trend line support here, kung gagamitin natin yung ating trend line support from here to here, of course, nagkaroon ka na dito ng correction area. Okay, you saw a correction area here. That is the reason why nagkaroon tayo ng correction on the 31,000. Guys, we're able to plot that ha. Pinalat po natin yan. Okay, we're able to plot for that. Nung mga isang araw, pinalat po natin ito. No? Sabi natin around 31,000. The 382 is potential resistance area, or itong area na to, this one can be a potential resistance area. Okay? This one can become a resistance area. Ngayon, ang tanong, is it going to go down pa po ba? No? So, sabi natin sa inyo, mag-aantay po kayo ng 2 days of confirmation candle with your MACD confirming, no? System. Use our system, guys. Okay na tayo sa RSI 30 at 30. Wala na tayong problema dyan. We have no problem with that. The problem right now, ladies and gentlemen, is we need to wait for a confirmation. For a confirmation of our MACD. No? We need a confirmation of MACD. At hindi po siya nagko-confirm. Although maganda, nagla-lighten up na po on a 1-day candle. We need to have a confirmation, and makita naman po natin dito that this one, and this one are your support areas. So ang trabaho natin, alamin po natin hanggang saan ito magko-confirm. Actually, ito po ay nag-confirm na on a candle. Nag-confirm na ng candle ha. Nag-confirm na yung candle. I just need to know kung nag-confirm na si MACD and it's not yet confirming yet. So it's not yet good to position. It's not yet good to position big money. What you need to do is to be able to scalp this market and make sure that you see, you use our system para kumita po kayo. Marami pong pwedeng pagkakitaan, to be honest with you. Ha? Ang dami. Ako nakakadalawa na ako kanina, laki ng profit natin. Hindi naman ako gaanong na pressure. Naagana na pressure dyan because marami pang darating, no? In fact, Luna nga, nag-double the money na tayo kanina, no? So, yan. So I have a bounce play here, no? And I also have a bounce play and a trend resistance play here, no? Sorry, a bounce play, and I also have another bounce play sa ilalim. Saan ba nanggaling yung bounce play na yun? Pakita ko sa inyo. Okay? Pakita ko po sa inyo, ha. So may bibilis lang yung aking screen. Okay, masyadong inip. Yun. So, nagkaroon siya ng bounce dun, di ba? Ngayon, gata mo yan. Naked charting lang ang susi mo dyan. If you know how to do naked charting, panalo ka na. No? Panalo ka na. So, 1. Yan. So, ito yung kinuha nating confirmation. 300% kumita ng 300% yan. Sobrang profitable. Napaka-profitable ko talaga on that particular trade. Ano? Basta planuhin mo lang. Tama naman pag pinaplano mo, okay na. Magiging okay ka din eh. Tuloy-tuloy mo lang yung planning stage mo. Ayan. So, we entered on the bounce with MACD confirmation. We entered on the bounce with the MACD confirmation. And of course, we also entered this one, you know. Ayan. So, nagbo-bounce si Mana. Bala ko ulit swing trade itong si Mana. Bala ko ulit. Gusto ko kasing ganda eh. Maganda yung sinagawa niya. Maganda yung formation niya. Alright. So, ayan, no? So, pwede ka ngayong either mag-bounce play or pwede kang mag-TRB, TLSBD pag bumasag sa support line na ito pababa. Ang ganda tinaas niya, 1.03 bilang humataw pataas. Oh. Chinart ko to kanina eh. I charted this kanina sa perpetual, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I charted this kanina sa perpetual. Alam ko magko-correct talaga to eh. Okay? Alright. So, dumadami viewers ko pag nagja-charting ako ah. Alright. Sexy pa din si Luna. Yes. Yes. Okay. Alright. Okay guys, sige na. Pagod na ako. Dami kong live today. Napagod ako ng linggon to. Salamat. Kanina pa tayo gising. Nagsalita pa tayo in front of many students. Alam nyo ba yun? Kapagod. Pero okay lang. Kamusta naman kayo? Okay pa ba kayo? Huwag muna tayo magtrabaho. Magkamustahan muna tayo. Kamusta naman kayo? Are you guys okay? Kamusta? Kabawi na ba kayo sa losses nyo? Sana wala nang natalo ha? Ang market napakaganda. Pag natalo pa kayo, may something wrong na. Something wrong na guys. Something wrong. Pag kayo natalo pa ngayon, hindi ko na lang alam kung anong ginagawa nyo. Hindi ko alam. Pag kayo natalo pa, i-PM nyo nga ako sa Twitter ano nangyayari sa inyo. Kasi hindi ko alam kung bakit ka matatalo ngayon eh. Bakit? Hindi ko maintindihan. Diba? Usap tayo. Kwento nyo sa akin ba't kayo natatalo. Nang hinayang... Bon, wag kang manghinayang, Bon. Ako, wag. Luna na yan. Wag. Nako, wag kang manghinayang dyan. Hayaan mo yan. Hayaan mo. Diba? Hayaan mo. Hayaan mo lang. Alright. Salamat Miko ha. Unexpected daw yung batch 32. Nakakailang damit na nga ako eh. Ubus na yung damit ko. Iba yung damit ko kanina eh. Alright. Salamat guys ha. Okay yung good. Positive daw. Very good. Last price. Very good. Anthony Munoz. Ako na lang ata hindi profitable. Anthony, ikaw minessage mo ako sa Twitter. Nakita ko sinagot kita doon. Tinuro ko sa intermediate yan, Anthony. Okay. Time to reflect and meditate. Sabi ni Dax, time to reflect and meditate. Kausapin niyo nga ako. DJ. Enroll ka, sige. DJ Magada. Julian, shout out Greenrich. Salamat sa pakape kanina. Uy, oo nga no. Uy, yung batch 30 pakapihin nyo ako May pa-signal pa kayo sa akin. Kayo, batch 30 pa yun. Aba, pag sabi ko lumipad yung coin, tapos nag-times, tumaas pa ng tumaas. Sinabi ko pumasok kasi yung Luna at that time. Anong oras ba yung Luna at that time? Magkano ba yung price ng Luna? Pakapihin nyo ako Kayo talaga. Joke lang. I am kidding. Hindi ko kayo hiningi. Namin nilang pera. Ayan no. Ano oras ba ako nagsabi? Alas 5 ng hapon. Ito. Ayan. Andito pa lang yung candle. 'Di ba? Grabe. Imagine mo. Nandito pa lang yung candle. Alas 6. Umabot pa ng 47% yung tinaas. Saan ka pa? Kumita ka na. 'Di ba? Congratulations, batch 32 Alright. Uy, 1,000 ROE. Grabe ka naman, John Paulo Opriano. Shout out intermediate batch 23. Balato daw. Nagselos na si Sinbad. Kayo talaga. Nagselos, no? Alas 3 ba yun, Cadmiel? Hindi. Pa-dismiss na tayo. Alas 5 na yun. Pa-dismiss na tayo nun. Diba? Malaki ng kinita nyo. Congratulations. Alright. O sige na guys, pahinga na ako. Salamat. Dami nating show today. O yung Terra, bantayan nyo. Sinabi ko sa inyo. Walang gaanong news kasi nga walang stock market. Basta makinig kayo lalo. Monday, mga members pala ang ating audience Members. Sa Monday, members. Yan. Swerte sila kasi sila yung unang-una. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala. Sasabihin ko sa inyo, titweet natin kung aakyat ba yung market o hindi before mag-open ng 9:30. Gusto nyo ba yon? Type number 1. Kung gusto ninyo yon. Diba? Galing no? Meron tayong resource na nakukuhaan. Siyempre, fact, hindi naman hula yun That's a fact. I give that to you guys. I give that to all of you. Nakaipon si Jeff Steve Place, nakaipon na daw pang intermediate. Very good. Gagawin natin yon, huwag kayong mag-alala. I-like nyo naman yung live natin, guys. 177 yung like. Palambing naman, 2 oras na magsasalita dito. Pagpa-like naman, 2 oras na ako nagsasalita. Diba? Sige, bahala kayo. Para meron tayong free sa Monday. Kung tataas ba o hindi. Bibigyan kita ng sandamakmak na information on Monday. Sabi ko sa'yo, Nako, hindi ka magugutom, busog na busog ka sa information sa Monday. Sabihin ko sa'yo, the market will open green. Ay, green nga talaga. Green talaga yung market. Sige, scout na tayo pataas ng Bitcoin. Ganun naman yun Diba? Parang yung nangyari kay Bitcoin kahapon. Diba? Mga kumita kayo. Kahit di nyo ko balatuan, okay lang. Alright. Sige na. Thank you. Good night. I love you 3,000, Miranda. Thank you so much. And ingat kayo. Salamat sa mga nasa Facebook. I see may mga nasa Facebook ngayon. Thank you guys. Maraming salamat. Good night. And sweet dreams. Ingat kayo. Bye-bye.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon.